Judaism. It's the third day, and so I kind of looked up some of that. I was raised Catholic, so we were always in church on Good Friday, but I find myself as an adult kind of looking it up again and reviewing what it's all about. So that is what is today, and I'm going to talk about that when we get to the requested song for today, and I'll talk a little bit more about my perspective on that. I'm not a preacher, so if I was, I probably would not be singing to you from my bathroom. I'll leave that work to Kelly Brill at the Avon Lake United Church of Christ. That's your job, girl. This show brought to you by Allegra today. All right, so what are we doing here? I'm here every day just to sing you a song. Monday through Friday, I'm here to sing a song and hopefully bring a little light into your day during this pandemic when all of us are worried. Or at least I am, and I know a lot of you are. You're worried about your loved ones, yourself, and all the people on the front lines who are working so hard. God bless all of you, and people who have to work to stay alive. God bless you. I'm thinking of you. So I'm here to give you a little break, as it is called, the bathroom break, and hopefully just bring a little light in. So that's what we're doing here. Every day we check the toilet paper situation. It's getting lower and lower. We are not afraid. That's not the most important thing. We can handle it. This is, after all, the bathroom break, and we like to check in. It's pretty low today, huh, Aaron? But I think we have like 4 rolls left. We can figure something out. When we were little and we were in the woods and we went to the bathroom, I think we figured it out, right? Hello, Maple Leaf. All right. So, all right. First I want to give a shout out to the healthcare workers. Every night at 7 p.m. in New York City, and now it's starting to spread to every city, at 7 o'clock, people go outside and they start clapping for 1 full minute. And you know what? We're going to do that tonight, Aaron. Let's all do that. Let's commit to doing that. 7 p.m. tonight. We're going to be 7 p.m. Central. I don't know if there's like a time like it's supposed to be Eastern. Somebody write and let us know, will ya? If it's 7 o'clock in a certain time zone or in the time zone you live in. But at 7 p.m., let's go outside and clap for healthcare workers. Bus drivers, I just read a story this morning about bus drivers in Seattle. They are still having to work because there are people who do not have a safety net and they have to go to work. It's infuriating to me. And some bus driver in Seattle, a story I read this morning, said he wears a mask that was issued to him by his employer like years ago, and he wears the same one every day. And he described it. He said, I'm just going to try to remember. He said, everybody's got a gun now, but nobody knows who has bullets. So metaphor for the virus. We don't know who's sick because I think less than 1% testing has gone on. I'm not going to go on and on, but I really wish there was more testing so we could keep people in nursing homes, on buses, safe and isolated if they need to be isolated. I'd love to see more tests. Okay, so out to healthcare workers, bus drivers, people working, people like my brother who's working for the city of Sheffield Lake in Ohio. He fixes all of their equipment, all their police cars, their medical cars, fire trucks, everything. So Robbie, I love you. Stay safe. Keep those gloves on. All right, so let's see. I think we should talk to the gals, and this is what I'm going to talk about. Okay. So one time I was invited to Seder dinner at our friend Elizabeth Marlowe's, singer-songwriter, mostly songwriter here in, forgive me, Elizabeth, she sings too, but she's a fantastic songwriter. Anyway, Elizabeth invited us to Seder dinner at her house, and they set out the 6 things that you eat at Seder dinner. One is like a sweet paste, and it represents the mortar that the Jews used to build the Egyptians' palaces and homes. Like, in their salt to symbolize like their tears, and an egg to symbolize like rebirth. So it's all marking the exodus of the Jews away from the Egyptians toward freedom and a place to be. But when Elizabeth had that dinner, remember, Aaron, we were asking all kinds of questions like, what's this salt for? And they're like, what's this egg for? Well, I think so. Elizabeth, admit it, you did not know. My Hebrew friend Elizabeth. So anyway, let's ask Siri and Alexis if they know about the Seder dinner. Um, uh, okay, she's always spying, as you can see her. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see that her yellow light is flashing? Miss, because we got a delivery this morning. So let me ask. How do I ask her, Erin? Do I just ask her?
Play notification.
Alexa, play notification.
One new notification from Amazon Shopping. A shipment has arrived, including cat food.
Cat food. See, she's always spying, Erin.
No, she knows.
She does
She's
know.
an Amazon girl.
Yesterday she tried to learn my voice, and I was like, I wasn't having it. She was asking me my last name. All right. Okay, so Alexa, what does the salt in a Seder dinner symbolize?
Here's something I found on Fatco. The Passover Seder meal usually begins with a hard-boiled egg dipped in salt water.
Oh, but she didn't say what it symbolizes.
No.
It says a hard-boiled egg dipped in salt. So it's like rebirth. That's the egg. Like, not fertility, but rebirth. I'm thinking of Easter.
Let's not figure out.
Yeah. And then salt is the tears that were cried from out of pain. I don't know about that. So Siri versus Alexa, I'm putting up polls now, and I don't know about that one. At least she knew what we got in the mail, which is cat food. Okay, let's ask Siri. Siri, what does the salt in a Seder dinner symbolize?
I found this on the web.
She's always like, I found this. I don't know if you can hear Eve in the background, but she's going nuts. I don't know who's here. Okay, oh, this is Seder for Dummies. Thanks a lot. I don't like being called a dummy ever. Okay, so dummies.com. Thank you. So just strike one against Siri for that.
Okay.
Almost every Passover includes various ritual foods and other items. Nothing is selected randomly. No kidding. At Passover Seder, the following traditional items are on the table. The plate. Okay, here she has a whole rundown of the salt and the egg. Look at this picture. Just look at this picture. I'm telling you, Siri's got it down. Like, we get a photo. Oh gosh, somebody's popping up. A stupid ad. Okay. She has a nice picture. All right, let's keep it rolling. I say Siri wins today. Erin, here you go. All right. Today's song is by request. It's Shine Lord. This is off of my Christmas One Voice, One Guitar CD that I did with my buddy Pete Cavano back in Cleveland, extraordinary guitarist in Cleveland. If you like the song and you want it, you cannot order the hard copy anymore. It's sold out, but you can download it if you'd like. Please do. This is requested by my dad, and what I can tell you about how I wrote this is I don't know. I cannot remember. I know it came fast. I know I was writing it for Christmas because I was going to be part of the service at the United Church of Christ in Avon Lake, and I needed a song, and so I wrote this. And all I want to say about this is that Jesus was a troublemaker. He was a troublemaker. He's that guy that took on the status quo. He did not like it when you mistreated people who were poor, who were vulnerable. That's why he went into the temple and tipped over all the tables one day. He got really pissed because they were telling people their way to salvation was to buy a sacrificial animal. Like, they hardly had any money, and they're asking them to buy a sacrificial animal because that would help get them into heaven. So give me your money here at the church so that you have to buy a sacrificial animal, sacrifices so you can go to heaven, as if. And he was not happy. So Jesus was a troublemaker. I want to point to Veronica too, who on the way up to Calgary, as Jesus was carrying his cross to be crucified, because everybody was intimidated that he was going to take over with this kindness he was spreading, that Veronica was standing on the side. And you got to know that it was dangerous to be Jesus's friend, because he was shaking things up. And all his disciples were martyred because they were his friends. And Veronica was standing at the side as he was marching up Calvary with his cross. She ran up to him and she wiped off his face. And I just love this story because it was courageous, compassionate. we don't always hear about a lot of women in the Bible. I loved hearing about her when I was a girl, and I chose her for my confirmation name. Veronica was compassionate, courageous. She put someone else before herself, just like the workers on the front lines who are in there in the hospitals taking care of people. God bless you all. This is Shine Lord. It's Friday, our last day of broadcast for this week. I will see you on Monday. I love you. Stay safe. You are not alone. We are all connected. Shine, Lord, oh shine, Lord, in light the weary world. Show us your kindness, peace, and love unfurled with arms open wide. You will teach us to abide. Shine, Lord, oh shine, Lord, in light the weary world. Here in the darkness we've wandered for so long. Send us our Savior to sing us a new song. Lay our arms on the ground. Let the joyful trumpet sound. Shine, Lord, oh shine, Lord, in light the weary world. Calling from heaven and drown us in your love. Forever humble to each and God above. See the Christ in us all. Brother, sister, hear the call. Shine, Lord, oh shine, Lord, and light the weary world. Shine, Lord, oh shine, Lord, shine, shine, shine. All right, everybody, it's Friday. We're going to sign off until Monday. Know that I love you, I like you, I care about you. Stay safe. You are not alone. We are all connected. I'll see you on Monday on the 11:30 bathroom break. Bye-bye.